is health-wise.
You're welcome back. Now to Dr. Fashawe. What are the policies of Lagos State government that assist with coping with stress?
Thank you, Tokwe. First of all, I will like to just reiterate what everyone has said.
Okay.
Stress, to me, should be differentiated from pressure. Some people cope or work better under pressure. To some, it might appear as stress, like the special advisor said. To some, it's a good catalyst to meeting deadlines and to delivering. There are certain people also who, if subjected to a stress-free life, may get depressed with no push, with no excitement.
Right, yeah.
It can lead to depression. So what has Lagos State put in place to help stress? The chairman has spoken about natural gifts, the beach, and fresh air. What has the government done? In terms of health, we have tried to look at the human being and the person in a holistic manner.
Okay.
What are the things that would make life easy for any single person in Lagos State? We have hospitals within reach.
Good.
We have primary health care centers within reach, so that access to health is not a problem. Access to health care, qualitative health care, is not a problem.
Thank you very much. Mr. Babatunde Fowler, let's have a final word, sir.
Well, I guess a final word on how to handle stress. Number one, be prepared, like the Boy Scouts. Make sure you're prepared for work and make sure you're giving your best. Let love reign at home and hold tight to your God.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Dr. Fashawe, let's have your final word.
Thank you, Tokwe. Like I said, the government is doing a lot to make our lives easy, but the responsibility does not end on the government's table. We all have a role to play. We need to cooperate with the government. We need to obey set down laws. And finally, we really need to pay our taxes. This would make stress a thing of the past in Lagos State.
Thank you very much. Let's go on a commercial break. We're still here on Healthwise. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we have a comedian in-house, MC Abe. Thanks for coming.
Gracias. Gracias. How are you doing?
Now, MC Abe, you
Yes,
need to make
brethren.
us laugh. We've
Really?
learned from the chairman,
Yeah.
Mr. Babatunde Fowler, that laughter
Okay.
is one of the ways of easing stress off us. So
So
how
true.
can you justify that?
I have my personal experiences, so how I ease off myself too when I'm stressed. So being a comedian also, I also find or invest in laughter too, to make myself feel relaxed and all that. And other things that I do that takes off stress that one of the doctors talked about too. You know, like in going out out in a relaxed environment, you know, breathing fresh air. And one thing that works for me very, very well, my wife knows that, especially this season, you know, this is a peak season for us. We're always busy from October till December. It's always a rush, you know, and every year I tend to, every year I tend to break down because of loads of work and all that. But for over 2 years now, I've learned to manage it in a way that works for me, you know, relaxing, and my wife helps me a lot in the other dimension, you know. When I'm stressed, that's the best time to have a wonderful time out with my wife, as in have a good love-making series. Series, yes. Series 1, Series 2, we just back to back like that, because it is of it eases off the stress quickly. Yeah, very fast, faster than any other stuff I do. So she knows that when I'm saying, baby, I'm stressed, she knows that she's in trouble that night. You know, so that's one of the ways. Then apart from other things we do, relaxing and all that, but it's key.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Let's take final word from Dr. Olufemi.
One of the things that we can most conveniently do, and most conveniently and with least cost do, is to consistently raise the bar to improve what I call our stress resistance. And how do we do that? By doing the things that are contrary to stress, that tend to make stress glance off you. Have warm, affectionate relationships. Insulate yourself by having a good religious dimension to your life. Do things on a routine basis that ease your tension. Actually, sex is one of the things that, as a regular habit, not as a knee-jerk response as has been defined, but it's a part of a normal, wholesome existence within reason. And having physical exercise too, not necessarily of a sexual kind, is a good way of insulating oneself. And when you do all of that out of the context of stress, when stress does come, when a stressful event or a stressful set of events do come, you'd find that you are better able to cope with them. It is true that some people are intrinsically, they tend to flip at the slightest provocation. But even they can build up their response in this manner by anticipating it, by living a wholesome existence, by exercising regularly, by meditating and relaxing. You know, the beach experience is actually akin to meditation. So all of those things make it less and less likely that you are likely to develop an adverse response to a stressful situation.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for him, please. Final word from Dr. Yewande.
Yes, I want to piggyback on what Dr. Olubile spoke about. Then I have maybe a few hints or tips for our audience. The reason why we feel good with all of these activities is there's a converse to the adrenaline and cortisol. It's called endorphins. Endorphins are like morphine that your body makes on its own. And when you feel good, when you're relaxed, when you're at the beach, when you're doing all kinds of stuff that make you MC Abby, it releases endorphins and it gives you a high. It gives you a calm sensation. And ideally, your body should balance the cortisols and adrenalines with the endorphins. So we do have a tendency to make our own morphine and be able to get high. You meditate, you go to church. I love dancing. For me, when I go out and I dance, if you think I'm dancing for you, you're making a mistake. Because I'm dancing for myself to release some endorphins and relax and feel good about myself. But having said that, I remember the Serenity Prayer. Whoever put that prayer on paper must have been talking about stress. And it says that God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.